Hello, everyone, and welcome to At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit
And the Executioner, Daniel Travas.
This is episode number 227. Yeah, I am Matthew Smith, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. So you can see our lovely faces. Let's go to the topic.
Number 1.
Wrestlers we should have put. This does not just mean wrestlers that are currently in the company. It can also be wrestlers who were future endeavors.
Number 2.
Is TKO Group Holdings killing WWE?
Number 3.
The prediction battle for Clash in Italy.
This Sunday.
Yep, this Sunday. Let's happen to topic number 1. So,
Let's go.
who is a wrestler that at some point in time has worked for WWE that should have been pushed?
Who do you got first?
Honestly, if like some of the controversy didn't happen, I would probably say. Actually, no, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say when this guy had aura, Baron Corbin.
Yes.
Like when he was doing his lone wolf gimmick, he had an aura to him.
I agree. I think Baron Corbin, even the time when he was in NXT and he reinvented himself, I think Baron Corbin was one of those guys that WWE just should have. I mean, not to mention, for 8 straight years, nobody kicked out of his finisher.
Yeah. And the only time when he lost to Jordan became corporate Corbin, I could not see him getting pushed in. But when he was the lone wolf, and when he reinvented himself in NXT and teamed with Braun Breaker in the Wolf Dog, that Corbin could have been pushed.
I agree. Okay, another wrestler who I know WWE would have never pushed this guy, but the current Nick Nemeth, aka Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, he got some pushes.
But he was the guy that was like, okay, make this guy look good.
Yeah, towards the end of his time in WWE, he was that. But don't forget, Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth, whatever you want to call him, he is a former WWE World Champion.
Yeah. Another wrestler that personally we should have pushed and can still push because he's still in this company. Chad Gable.
Yeah, especially since I think at like the next
This Saturday.
this Saturday, the next AAA PLE, there he's in a mask versus mask match.
I mean, like this, like okay, cause this needs to be talked about real quick. They took a gimmick that was just like a one-time thing and made it work.
Yeah, yeah, and I honestly don't know if they're gonna have Ludwig Kaiser win the match because of his recent arrest. And I actually found out the reason that happened recently.
Okay, what?
So he and his girlfriend were like making out in an elevator. Apparently he's dating like a Latino woman or something.
Okay.
And this guy was like, cut that out before I call ICE on this bit.
I mean,
basically the guy was threatening to get his girlfriend deported.
I mean, I don't blame him now.
Yeah, I don't either.
Anyway, not important. Another wrestler that is currently employed, that honestly could be a future world champion, that is currently employed, Bronson Reed.
Yeah, and he's gearing up for a return. I saw a picture up from like Twitter or something. Guy's got it jacked.
Yeah, and I was at the Raw he got injured at.
Yeah, but like he is, I know he was called Big Bronson Reed before, but he is like
Jack
big now. Not fat wise, muscle wise.
Okay, here's another wrestler currently in AEW. Should have been pushed. The Swiss Cyborg.
So Claudio Castagnoli.
Cesaro, yes.
Yeah, he's a great worker.
I mean, at some point, I think WWE.
If we're talking like guys that are that deported or not deported, jumped ship to AEW.
Uh,
I think Andrade could count as someone that needed bigger pushes.
agreed. Okay, here's someone currently in WWE who I think could use at least one world title run. Matt Cardona.
Yeah. Like, he had that internet championship for a while, but that's
I
not an
mean,
official title.
no one
He's
really
a
cares.
former U.S. champion, former tag team champion.
No one really cares about that. But I mean, the dude, like, basically, after he got released 6 years ago, basically reinvented himself. Like, he busted his
Yeah,
ass. He went from,
and you can finish.
I mean, basically, like, you could find an image of him from, like, 17 world titles from, like, 6 different promotions at the same time at one point.
Wow. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to say because the timer just went off. And I'm not saying I want this team to break up, but I legitimately think Big Jim, Jimmy Uso, should get a push. A singles push with a title. They gave one to Jay. Give Jimmy his due.
My last wrestler that WWE should do something with Penta's brother, Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix.
Something.
Yeah.
Something with.
Something. I get it.
Okay, one more. In WWE, because I've heard that this guy is getting like taught by Roman and Becky behind the scenes. Javon.
Yeah. Give the young OG a main roster push already.
I'm because this is actually crazy. Because I actually looked this up once. He has not held any title since debuting in WWE.
Yeah, and he's got a long career ahead of him. He's not even 30 yet. He's in like his early to mid 20s.
I mean, he just had a banger match this past Monday with Penta this past Monday.
Yeah, the guy can work. But anyways, as for final thoughts, I don't think this topic really suits the final thoughts thing. It's just these are some wrestlers that if we were promoters, we would give a push to basically.
Yes.
Anyways, we'll be right back with topic number 2. And we are back with topic number 2. I just hurt my hands slapping us in. It is TKO Group Holdings, the parent company of World Wrestling Entertainment, killing
Slash
their child, I guess, when you think about it.
slash Endeavor.
Yeah. Is Endeavor,
Yeah.
future endeavoring the
Your thoughts first.
with the way that the shows have been working recently, yes. Because Travis, why don't you remind our listeners, thus viewers, since this goes up on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel.
Uh,
When was the last time Raw ended with an actual match?
February.
And people, this coming Monday is so it has been almost a third of a year since Raw ended with a match instead of a segment.
Yeah, my honest thought is there are sometimes, look, sometimes TKO does stuff that I'm just like, yeah, I can see that, but there are other times where it does stuff and I'm just like,
And let's not forget that the commercial problem is huge. There are more times that the WWE show is in a commercial break than there is showing the second new in the WWE name.
yeah, I will say, when you're watching or at what I will say about WWE is, like, my big problem currently with TKO, and this is to do with the current top, we'll do with the next topic, that is, why have pay-per-views on ESPN when you're gonna have it on the app?
I think you mean it reversed. Why have the first hour of a PLE be on ESPN or ESPN2 if it's 2 nights when you have to pay $300 annually to watch the the PLE on the ESPN app.
Yeah, anyway, but
And I say annually because people who are dumb and don't do an annual plan are paying $360 for a service that they only get 1 hour of a PLE.
yeah, anyway, here's look, do I think sometimes that my honest thought is, do I think TKO is killing WWE? Look, sometimes it does stuff where I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure. Sometimes you have these amazing moments or these amazing things, but that's very rare in the TKO era, because sometimes you get stuff where you're just like, you have a lot more wrestlers I've noticed since watching TKO sitting on the shelf doing nothing.
Yeah.
Where's the Ray Phoenix? Where's Ilya Dragunov? Where the heck is CM Punk? They're just not there. Because my current look, do I think TKO is killing WWE? Sometimes yes, sometimes no, because what it's not killing is it allows them to because if we didn't have TKO, we wouldn't have this partnership with TNA or
Yeah.
we owning AAA. We wouldn't have that stuff.
Yeah, I just pulled up the match card for Clash in Italy for the next segment. From what I see on there, 5 matches, and we can expect at least 2 of them to be on cable television.
That is weird. Now, do I?
When it's
What do you?
called a premium live event. What is premium about airing it on during the first hour on cable television? I can understand if you do the pre-show on cable television, but the
actual
first hour of a big event like this that is on a streaming service should not be simultaneously aired on cable television. It makes the point.
Yeah. What else? What else are your thoughts about TKO?
I think the way that, this goes back with TKO being in control, hot take. I would not be surprised if the rumors about WWE shows being written by AI true.
Yeah.
Do I believe them currently? No.
Do I see
But
it
would I
being
be surprised? Also no. Would I be disappointed? Immensely.
Yeah, here's my honest thought is I think TKO sometimes very, 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 very rarely will have magical moments, but it's just sometimes, like you said, we spend more times, whether it be on a Raw or at a SmackDown or on a pay-per-view, watching actual commercials than we do the actual rest. Heck, we spend more times, I honestly think, we spend more times with segments than we do actual wrestling in WWE.
Yeah, and I'm gonna quote my brother here when we were going to SmackDown. Before he went, he said, if we spend more times in commercials than on the matches, I'm gonna be disappointed. I don't know if that was the case because we were there live. I was even spotted on TV, but it does hold. It does. I would have been disappointed too. Trick Williams is home, and you expect those South Carolinians who
Some of them.
packed the arena to spend more time watching commercials than a hometown boy?
It's okay, let me put this to you, all you WWE fans, in a way that you can understand. It's like, if I'm in the middle of a very intense rival match with another very intense rivalry, and we spend more, and during said commercial break, you have some brutal spots that happen during said commercial break while the match is in commercial than during the actual match.
Yeah, so the timer went off. Final thoughts is
You're first.
TKO killing WWE. I think from a certain point of view, the fans, potentially. I'm not gonna say it concretely because even if it gets rebranded to TKO Wrestling Entertainment, I'm still gonna watch it. What about you?
My honest thoughts is a lot of people say that, that this is all Triple H's fault, that Triple H has everything to do with, well, yes, he's in charge with creative. Sometimes I honestly am starting to believe that TKO will tell Triple H, no, you can't use this wrestler. No, you can't use this guy. No, you have to do this. No, you have to do that. They're not letting Triple H cook sometimes. Where
Yeah,
it's just like,
when it was just Triple H, when the company was still owned by the McMahons, it was fire. It's when the company got sold to Endeavor and eventually became the sibling company of UFC under the TKO Group Holdings umbrella that, in my opinion, it truly started to go downhill.
not to mention all the expensive ticket prices.
Yeah, you know what? That's what's really killing WWE. The tickets that cost an arm, a leg, and a kidney.
Whether it be a Raw, a SmackDown, or a pay-per-view.
It's TKO getting greedy that's killing WWE.
We'll be back with topic number
With
3.
Clash in Italy. And we are back with the third and final topic. The prediction battle for Clash in Italy. The punishment for this, just to get it out of the way. The loser will have to watch the 1993 live action Super Mario Brothers movie. Why
By
are
the
we
way,
doing this for Clash in Italy? Have you heard Mario in the video games? Let's go!
By the way, fun fact, because I had to look this up, this is every single match for this entire pay-per-view this is the second time every single match, except for the Gunther match. Every other match has happened. This is the second time these two are going one-on-one or whatever, except for Gunther and Cody. It's like the first time they've wrestled. The last time Gunther and Cody wrestled was at Crown Jewel. No one really cares.
Yeah, anyways, let's get into the matches. I'm gonna go from bottom to top because I'm pretty sure that's the order these matches are gonna go.
And probably some
So
of these, like
the
we said,
first match we are predicting
yeah,
is the ruler Obafemi versus the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar 2.
which we're all just the reason I said while Matthew was saying that was what is because we all thought Brock Lesnar was done.
Paul Heyman even said WWE needs to change the opening signature to have Brock Lesnar in the forever category.
Yeah, but my honest thoughts about this match is because Brock Lesnar said in his video package this past Monday, is like, you've awoken the beast. And like Obafemi said this past Monday, what the heck do you think Brock Lesnar's awoken inside of me?
Yeah, so who do you got?
Now, before I give you my answer, this is the one difference I think. Last time these two went one-on-one, it made Brock Lesnar, it made Obafemi look like a future star. This time, here's what I think the difference is. I think this match is going to be more of a fight.
Yeah, and you say it made him look like a star. He's already main event caliber talent. If they have a strut cam at WWE events during commercial breaks, he's made it. I know that because that happened on SmackDown.
Yeah, okay, no, that's another point. But anyway, like I was saying, is compared to the first match was just to make Obafemi look like a star. I think this match is going to not only still make Obafemi look like even more like a star, but I think this is gonna be one of a match that could show hey, Obafemi can have like a full competitive war
That's
with
a
Brock
fair
Lesnar.
point I haven't considered because on weekly television with the Obafemi talents, it's been squash after squash after squash.
Yeah, I think they could really use this match to be like, okay, we're still gonna now. I'm conflicted, honestly, because a part of me wants Obafemi to get another win over the Beast. But another part of me sees this going to a rubber match at SummerSlam.
I understand. I'm actually in the same camp.
Now,
But
my
also,
honest
I feel like it'd be a missed opportunity to have the career killer not retire Brock Lesnar.
now here's my honest opinion. I personally am going to pick. My gut right now is telling me Oba. My gut is telling me Brock Lesnar. My gut is telling me Oba Femi is going to win. I think somehow, and I don't know if this is completely fantasy booking here, but what if Brock is about to win the match, referee's down at some point in match after a war, and what if Gunther cost Lesnar this match?
Thus setting up a final match for Lesnar at SummerSlam in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Which I think should be
Don't know why
title
I said
versus.
Minnesota like that. That was weird.
But fantasy booking here, I think they should do I think they should have this main event one of the two nights, probably the second night, probably or night one. But I think they should do title versus career.
And so that I don't know if that spoils a future match we have to predict here. So you're going with Lesnar losing by shenanigans.
Yes, after a war.
So you're choosing Oba.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, do I think? Now, do I honestly know if Gunther's gonna interfere? No. Do I think it's highly possible?
Get on that way.
Yes, because I don't know if WWE, because we honestly don't know if WWE has stopped doing the career killer gimmick or they continually doing the career killer
It's
gimmick.
legitimately on his Tron.
So I also think somehow that, well, yes, I also think somehow that Gunther's gonna ask Paul for another favor.
Okay. And that's to fight Brock at SummerSlam?
Yes, maybe. I don't know. I'm just speculating here.
All right. I've already queued up the next match, which is one of the two women's matches that are on this card. The Women's Intercontinental title. And for the record, people, I forgot to mention this earlier. Our source for this is WWE.com.
Yeah,
So you can't get more legit than that.
Yeah, so who do you got? The man
or Sol Ruka.
Keep in mind, because okay, I have a genuine question here. That is, so in Sol Ruka's main roster debut, you have her lose to Io Sky. Okay, in her match with Becky, you have her lose to Becky at Saturday night's main event. That they question that logic.
I know we normally chalk that up to WWE logic, but I'm gonna use a new term for it. TKO logic.
Okay, so who do you got?
I got the man because with the way Solberg has been presented and potentially a new character, why would they put the title on someone who is going through a transition in character?
Now, look, here's why I think Soruka is gonna win, is because if WWE wants to make a new star, having Soruka clean pin Becky Lynch would be the way to do that.
Yeah, and didn't Sol fight like Bailey or something at the John Cena retirement show?
And beat her clean.
Yeah, so that's those options. The next match, the only other women's match on the card for the WWE Women's Championship, the Eradicator Rhea Ripley versus Jade Cargill.
I'm not really that What do you got?
Well, as far I feel like Jade would have the advantage with Michin and B-Fab and her little cronies, but Rhea has seemed to make allies in the work friends Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss.
So, what's your
Plus, if
answer?
she needs help, Io will probably be at the event. I'm just saying.
What do you got?
I think it's too early to take you off Rhea. I'm going Rhea.
Personally think Rhea, but I'll pick Jay Cargo just because I gotta.
Yeah,
Just because I
otherwise
don't.
we'd end up with a tie.
Yeah, what's next?
I will tell you after I finish typing. If my memory serves me, let me just check, and it does.
Two more
The
matches.
undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. This is the match that I said I hope that wasn't spoilers for a future match in the prediction.
Yeah, now I have personally singled this match on WWE 2K26. I'm gonna go with what my game gave me. I'm gonna pick the Ring General.
So it was a spoiler pretty much.
Yes, because I'm honestly wondering is because I could also picture Gunther winning it and then Gunther having some banger matches and then Cody eventually winning it back because that's what they do.
Yeah, just give someone else a time with the title. You're playing hot potato with the biggest title in the company. Or keep
Yes.
away, and Cody is the only one playing.
Yeah.
All right, now for the match that I did it in this order for the World Heavyweight Championship
In tribal combat.
Tribal Combat match.
And by the way, Roman has said, he's like, hey, Jacob, if you beat me, I will personally put the Ulafala on you. But if I beat you, you have to fall in line, or I will get your butt fired. Now,
This match is honestly the hardest for me to choose.
because keep in mind, folks, and this is a fact that I'm gonna put out there for those of you that don't know, that this is the third time a tribal combat match has happened. The first match was Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso for during Roman Reigns' historic title run the first time. Roman
The
won.
second one
Was on the
Roman won. The
Netflix.
second one was the Netflix premiere of Monday Night Raw, which Roman won again.
Yes.
Now, in
Roman
the
Reigns is
rule of threes,
2-0.
I would say Roman would lose. So if we're going by the rule of threes, I think Jacob is getting the Ulafala.
I think Roman Reigns is gonna win, but I'm gonna be honest. If Roman Reigns has any chance of retaining not only his tribal chief, but the world heavyweight, also, I think it's a bit too early still in Roman's title reign to take it off of Roman. But Roman's gonna need, like we said, Roman the first time survived. If Roman Reigns is going to survive again, he's going to need to go back to that man that was world heavyweight champion for 1,316 days.
Yeah, I agree. And as you can see, we are no longer on the note because we have predicted all the matches that are on WWE.com. There might have been some added, but
probably will.
And knowing that tomorrow is the go home show, I would not be surprised. But that is all the topics for this episode. Thank you for listening. Follow us on Instagram and X. Links are in the description below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Link is also in the description below. Also follow us on social media, so you have to type those in handles in because I'm too lazy to find the URL. And also Travis didn't want me to put the URL to his X or Instagram. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. Not really, because there'll be a crossover episode
Pretty
with
much.
one of the topics being the result of Clash in Italy.
Yep.
But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.